Hey, welcome to ConvertLead. So in this video, I want to give you a quick guided tour of the dashboard just to help you out to get started much quicker. So as you can see here, when you log in, you will see the campaigns page. This is the automatic home page that you will see. And this is where you actually set up some campaigns. Now, before we're going to do that, what we want to do is we want to make sure we set up a company, or if you're an agency, set up one of your clients. Now, if you look on the left here, below campaigns, you will see companies. And if you click here, you will see that you already have your agency company already added in, and you can go ahead and start generating leads for your own agency. But if you wanted to actually add a client or another company, then what you would do is you would come over here to the top right hand corner, this big blue button that says new company. You would click that. You would then fill out the company name, the phone number. You can then choose an image as well, like a logo, just to remind you of which company it is. And then an email address and a password, and then please re-enter the password. Now, as you can see here, it may be automatically filled by your own logins. Just make sure that you actually delete the email address and password in here, because what you want to add in is actually the email address and the password you're going to set for either your client or another company that you're going to set up for yourself. So just make sure that you clear those and you add in the client's email address or the company's email address, a fresh password, and then when you click save, the email credentials will then be sent to this email address here to the company that you actually create. And then what they will do, they'll have instructions on how they can then access ConvertLead via the dashboard online, or download either our iOS or Android app on their phone as well to access it, okay? So that's how you set up a company, okay? On the left here, you'll see below companies, there is leads. And in here, when you have a campaign running, you will see the leads be added into this. And you can always add them manually as well. If you want to add in a manual lead, if you click here, you can actually add in a manual lead and then click save. But mostly, most of your leads will be coming in automatically from the integration that you're going to set up with the campaign as well. And so below leads, you have agents. Now, this is super important because what an agent is the person who's going to be using the app on the when they download it from the store, either the iOS app or the Android app, and they're going to be the people who are contacting the leads, okay? So your agents are going to be the sales reps who are going to be contacting the leads and actually using the app on a day-to-day basis, okay? And so every company needs to have an agent for them to be able to receive the leads, okay? So what you want to do is, before you actually set up any campaigns, I recommend that you set up an agent by coming over here to the big blue button that says New Agent, clicking that, and again, exactly like setting up a company, but instead you'll be putting in the agent's details. So you want the agent's name, their phone number, the company that they're associated with, okay? Obviously you need a company first to set up an agent. Then you can add in an agent profile photo. It's an optional thing. And then put in the agent's email address and password, and then obviously re-enter it, okay? Now, it's super important to understand that an agent needs to have a unique email address, okay? So the sales rep cannot have the same email address as the company or agency, so it needs to be a unique email address. So if this is you for your own agency, just make sure that you use a different email address account, and you can obviously create one. You can go to gmail.com and create a free one on there for yourself, but it's super important to know that you cannot use the same email address for a company or an agent, so just make sure you select a different one when you do here. And when you click save, it will automatically send credentials to the agent email address that you put in here. And then the agent then will be able to download the app and start using it. And again, if you are going to be the agent for your own business, just make sure you use a different email, and then you can download it and you can log into the app using the credentials here, which you'll get a special agent login for the app then, and you'll see a different screen than if you logged in as an agency or a company, okay? So there's kind of 3 tiers. You have the top tier, which is the agency. Then inside the agency, you can have companies, which can be all your different clients and yourself. And then below, inside companies, you then have the agents, the sales reps. And you can have multiple sales reps that can be getting the leads, coming in and contacting them as well, which is the cool thing about this app that not a lot of many other competitors actually can do, okay? And so below agents, then you then have the support button. So if you click that, it will take you to the support area. Below that is the log out button. So if you click that, it'll actually log you out. And then below that again, you then have the profile button. If you click that, you'll see a profile on yourself, some information on yourself. And if you'd like, you can then come in and update the password here by clicking there. And it's as simple as that, and you can always come as well to the top right-hand corner, click here to come to this profile page again, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up an agent real quick, and then we'll go on to the next steps. So I'm going to come up to here to new agent, click the button, I'm going to start doing it and setting up a new agent here. So I just filled in the agent information here, and then when I click save, that will actually create an agent, and then the credentials have been sent to the agent email we just input there. And so I'm going to go back up then to campaigns, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to create a campaign. So we click new campaign, call it the campaign name. We can call it Facebook $100 off. Select the company. I'm just going to select the agency right now, but obviously you can create clients in here and set up campaigns for your clients. Then I'm click save, okay? And then what we can do is when you come here and you actually click on the campaign as such, you will then get to the integration screen, okay? So you can get there by going into campaigns, clicking inside of one of the campaigns, okay? And then you will see the integrations. And then what you can do is you can then create an integration, which is essentially going to integrate ConvertLead with another software. And you will be able to then generate leads from that software that then gets sent into ConvertLead. So if you click new integration up here, you can see if we just do, Facebook lead ad, $100 off, you can select the integration. These are the ones we have so far at time of recording, but we're going to be adding more and more as time goes on. And so I'm going to click Facebook lead ads, and then you obviously assign it to an agent, John Smith, and then you click save, and then an integration has now been created. But what we need to do next, we actually need to set it up, okay? So in order to set up the integration, what you want to do is you come over here to the right, you click integration, and then you select, so this is obviously an integration for a Facebook lead ad. So you want to just select a page and then a form, and then click subscribe, push of a button, and now that is set up. So the integration now has been set up. So this lead ad form, this is just one example. This is a Facebook lead ad example. The Facebook lead ad form has now been set up. And so when a lead comes into this form, essentially it gets added into ConvertLead. So it's as simple as that. As you can see, I set up a Facebook lead ad integration, which is just one of the integrations we do in just a matter of seconds. And now when a lead comes in, it will then show under leads here. It will then pop up on the app of the agent. The agent then can actually start contacting the leads using the system on the app, which can be downloaded on the iOS and Android store as well. And you can find it under the name ConvertLead. So that's as simple as that. That's how you get started really quickly. And I hope you enjoy the app.